What's going on, folks? Dave Monte over here, coming back on over to Mind Petals. Yes, it's been a while since I made videos on Mind Petals. I want to thank my friend Derek, because my friend Derek is always reminding me that the Mind Petals videos that I built up over the past several years has always helped him. And I'm always shocked that these videos help people, because I'm just sharing myself. I'm just sharing myself with you guys, and if it helps you, that's amazing. Many blessings to that. Thank you for letting me know that it helps you. So thank you, Derek. I really appreciate you always staying on top of me every several months and saying, Dave, why aren't you making more videos on Mind Petals? I really have no direct reason why, other than I've just been very busy with other things, and sometimes you have to focus energy in certain directions to get certain results. That's sort of the simple, watered down answer to that. But that's all water under the bridge. Here we are, folks. Dave Monte over here, talking about myself in the third person and just sharing myself once again with you guys. Sorry for the bad lighting. This is very impromptu. Just came to me to make a video on Google. Here we go. What are we going to talk about? Things that have inspired me over the past several months. Let me just talk about that. For many of you guys who know me, who've been following me, I've been making videos online for several years now. At one point, during the height of the Mind Petals channel, I had over 300 videos online, hundreds of hours, I should say, of video footage. But about a year to 2 years ago, I basically deleted everything. And the reason I deleted everything was because my mind has changed so much. I'm another person right now. I've gone through so much over the past several years. I've traveled, I've met people, I've been evolved. And I felt like those messages that I was giving out, even though I stand by them and I believe in them, I feel like that wasn't me. I'm a new person now. So I felt like I had to erase all those videos and start to bring a new wave of videos. And who knows, maybe these videos will be deleted in another year or 2 or 3. Who knows? The only thing that's always happening is change. We can only count on change. Change is happening all the time. So don't despair. When you see me delete hundreds of my videos, don't despair, because I'm always here. And if I'm not even talking to you in person, we're connecting on a spiritual level. Some of you will understand when I say that. We're still connecting on a spiritual level, even though I'm not making videos all the time on Mind Petals. Okay. So I just got back into the country literally 2 hours ago. I was in the Caribbeans on business, handling some issues, handling some of my business over there, and also visiting some family over there. And that will be sort of a part of this video, things that I've learned not only from my family in the Caribbeans, but also from things I've just observed over the past several months, which led me to making this video now. So let me stop rambling and let's get into some talks. Congratulations. Congratulations. Why don't we use this word anymore? This word I've been playing with for the past year. This single word, congratulations. I don't think that we use this word enough. When I see somebody doing well, and I see that they're working hard, and I see what they're creating, and I see their effort, the first thing that I want to do is congratulate them. I sincerely want to congratulate them. I want to push them forward. I want to help them grow if I can. I want to inspire them. But I also want to know that I support them. And this single word that I use, congratulations, encapsulates all of that. It lets them know that, I'm behind them. And I think about that a lot. I see this all the time. I see people doing very well, but I see many people around those people who are doing well who don't congratulate them, who don't say, wow, you're doing very well. I'm happy for you. Whoa, I see the work that you're doing. I'm happy for you. I think that we're losing this sort of connection of pushing people forward. And I hate to say it, but honestly, I think a lot of it has to do with jealousy. This jealousy is a poison. It's a poison. If you are jealous of anybody, you're poisoning yourself. You're hurting yourself. We have to learn how not to be jealous. You know, if we see somebody doing well, that's a good thing. If they're doing something positive and they're elevating their mind and they're elevating their bank account and they're elevating their love for the community and they're elevating peace and positivity, whatever this elevation is, as long as it's positive, it doesn't matter if it's monetary or helping people, whatever it is, as long as it's positive, then we should be congratulating people. Don't forget to congratulate your friends when they're doing good things. Don't forget to show your support to people when they're doing good things, because believe me, that means the world. When somebody congratulates me, I think about it and I say, wow, you know what? That means everything to me, honestly. Now, I don't do things for people to congratulate me. No, never do things for people to congratulate you. Otherwise, that goes beyond the fact, it goes beyond the point of you doing good. You don't do good for adulation. You don't do good for praise. If you're doing good for praise and adulation and clapping and people just drooling all over you, then you're not doing good. You're just being a phony. You're just doing things just to get praise. That's just hollow, okay? But when you're doing things positive change, when you're evolving, when you're helping people in need, when you're creating new businesses or creating new ways of thinking, or when you're just sitting down with somebody and listening to them, you're doing good things. And if somebody comes along and says, wow, congratulations, then how do you feel? When you know that you sincerely put forth your best effort to make a positive change and somebody says, congratulations, how do you feel? You feel good. You feel, wow, I got to keep on going. Wow, I know that I'm on the right course. Wow, I know that I'm affecting people's lives in a positive way. So I just want to make this, you know, I want to kind of stress this point, man. It's something that I've been thinking about for a while now, but I've never made a video about it. When you see people doing well, don't be scared to say, congratulations. Don't be scared to say, you're doing something great. Keep on going. You know, when I see somebody doing something great, I say, keep on going. Keep on doing it. What you're doing is great. What you're doing is amazing. Because, you know, I don't want to use myself as the example, but I've done many things, you know, over the past several years. You know, I've gone on TV, you know, I've been interviewed by certain people, I've been profiled in magazines, I've done blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go list off all this stuff because I don't care about all that. I really don't care about it. I sincerely don't care about it. Yes, these things have happened. And I notice, you know, when people congratulate me, sincerely congratulate me, I feel really good about it. And I say, wow, this just makes you want to do more of good things. Just makes you want to go further. It makes you want to enhance whatever it is I'm doing. But at the same time, I don't do these things to get congratulated. That's the fine line you have to walk. Keep on doing positive work, whatever that may be. And always appreciate those who say congratulations. But I would say be a little bit wary of those that are close to you who never congratulate you. Be a little wary of those people. Try to understand their motives of, you know, them being around you. Because if they're your friends and they're your family and they support you, why don't they ever express that to you? You have to kind of wonder. So what I'm saying is keep on doing good, keep on growing, keep on evolving, whatever that may mean to you in your own framework. And always make sure to congratulate those that you see doing good work. Don't be scared to say congratulations. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you think it's corny. You know, maybe you think, oh, I don't want this person to think I'm all over them. I don't want this person to think that. Stop thinking. Don't think so much when it comes to these things. Just do. Just say congratulations, okay? That's something I wanted to express. Now let's talk about something else I've been thinking about. Faith, faith, faith. I've been thinking about faith lately. Now, a lot of people use this word in a religious connotation. That's fine. Use it in any connotation you want. You know, there's nothing wrong with religion. I respect all religions. But for me, you know, when I think of this word faith, I think of belief. You got to believe in what you're doing. You got to really, really, really believe. And, you know, theoretically, that's so easy. Okay, yes, I believe that I could go to Argentina and learn another language. I believe that I could start a company. I believe that I could fall in love. I believe that I can go to this place that I've been dreaming about going for years. Okay, but question yourself. Do you really believe? Or is it just this theoretical, yeah, I believe it could happen. Yeah, I could believe it could happen. You got to really, really, really believe. This is what I'm finding out in life after all these years of being, you know, in business. Well, not all these years, but let's just say for the past 10 years of being involved with different businesses and being involved with different traveling, yada, yada, yada. I'm coming to believe that, you know, you got to really have faith in what you're doing. If you don't have faith in what you're doing, then you're just carrying out physical motions. You're just a robot. Without faith, you're a robot. You gotta believe. Believing creates what I call ethereal bricks. Ethereal. This word ethereal means it's in the air. You can't really see it. It's vapor. It's ethereal. It's ghostly. But I believe to the extent in which you believe in whatever it is you're creating, then you will create it. Then it will materialize. Then it will spread. But think about it. If you're doing something that you don't believe in, let's say you are working on, this is the example I always use, but I'll use it again because this is my example of what really happened to me. For example, I was working on Wall Street, okay? And I was a stockbroker trainee for a while. But I didn't believe in it. You know, I didn't believe in lying to people. I'm not saying this is what all stockbrokers do, mind you, but this is what I was being taught to do when I was a stockbroker. I didn't believe in lying to people. I didn't believe in trying to influence people to do something that I knew that they shouldn't be doing, or investing in things that I knew they shouldn't be investing in, or telling them to spend their money in things that I felt I knew they shouldn't be doing. So I couldn't reconcile with myself. I couldn't, like, you know, I want to do things that I know that I could go to sleep at night and feel good about it. I didn't feel good about those things. I didn't believe in those things. Even though if I continued down that path, I would have made a boatload of money, you know, being the stockbroker back then. I just didn't believe. I didn't believe. So you have to question yourself and say, okay, well, do I believe in what I'm doing, or am I just doing it to get a paycheck? Or am I just doing it to take care of my family? Or am I just doing it to survive? Now, this is where it gets a little complicated, because you got to eat. You got to survive. You got to take care of your family. You got to, you know, put gas in your car, groceries on the table. So don't take what I'm saying as a hard rule. Don't take what I'm saying in absolute terms. You got to always give and take, bend, be flexible. Think about the bamboo tree. The bamboo is flexible. You know, when the wind comes, the bamboo moves back and forth, back and forth. But if the bamboo just stayed like this, it would snap eventually. Every tree needs to bend. So whatever it is I'm telling you, always remember I'm speaking in, you know, relative terms. I'm not speaking in absolute terms. So believe in yourself. Number one, believe in yourself. You gotta have full confidence in yourself. Now, some people may mistake that as arrogance, as hubris, but you know in your heart what's really going on. You know in your heart whether or not you're being arrogant or you're just truly believing in yourself. I believe in myself 100%. 100% I believe in myself. And I don't have any shame in expressing that. You know, the way that I conduct myself is 100% belief in what I'm doing. Now, a lot of people may misconstrue that as arrogance. That's their problem. It's not my problem. I'm not saying that to be inflammatory. You know, I'm not saying that to get on people's nerves, but it's true. If you look at somebody and you judge them and say, okay, that person's arrogant, without really knowing their heart, without really knowing their mind, then you're just being judgmental and you're just being ignorant because you don't know what's going on in that person's mind and you don't know what's going on in that person's heart. So be careful when you're so quick to judge somebody. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they're going through, and you don't know what they're thinking, and you don't know what's in their heart unless you really connect with them. Then you could get a better assessment of what's going on, you know? So believe in yourself, number one. Gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how could you expect anyone else to believe in you? That doesn't make sense. Number two, you know, believe in what you're doing. Believe in your mission. Whatever that mission is, you gotta believe in it. You gotta believe in it so much that you forget to eat. You gotta believe in it so much that you forget everything else. That's how much you gotta believe in it. If you do that, then no matter what the result is, whether you fail or whether you succeed, rest assured you're gonna be okay. Because you had 100% belief in yourself and you had 100% belief in what you're creating. Okay? So what else has inspired me over the past couple months that I could talk about? Okay. Okay. You got to really, I've been thinking about this. You got to really assess the influences around you. Who's around you? Who are the people you are around? Be very careful of who you're around. Whether you like it or not, anybody that you spend time with will influence you in some way, some shape, or some form. Okay? So choose wisely the people that you are around. Okay? Now, somebody once told me this formula, and this sounds kind of weird, I know, but when I thought about it, I found out that it is pretty accurate. Okay? So the formula is this. It's 30-30-30. You should be around people, 30% of the people you should be around are people who, and I'm not trying, this may sound kind of weird and derogatory, but you should be around 30% of the people who are below you. Now, when I say below you, a lot of people are going to say, oh, Dave, what are you talking about? Below? I thought you were all about equality and peace and love. Now you're talking about people who are below you? No. Be careful. Don't misconstrue my words. When I say below, I mean people who need your help. Be around at least 30% of the people who need your help that are not on your level in life, in terms of intellectual level, in terms of financial level, in terms of spiritual level. These people need help. They need inspiration. They need mentorship. So you should be around people who you are above in terms of those things. So you could help them and you could help pull them up to where you are and beyond. Okay? Then the other 30% of the people should be people on your level. People who are kind of moving like how you're moving. People who are kind of, you know, on that same upward mobility as you. People who could converse with those certain terms that you're using, who could speak your vocabulary. For instance, you know, I'm around all sorts of people. I'm around businessmen. I'm around, you know, people who are kind of on the streets. I'm around people who are, you know, vigilantes. I'm around people who are, you know, extremely rich, wealthy, rich people. I'm around all sorts of people. That's just how I work. That's how I flow. That's how I move. I don't constrict myself to any group. I don't play that game when I'm just with these people because they look a certain way and talk a certain way and have a certain bank account. Or I'm just with these people because they don't care about this and they don't care about that and they do all these things. No, I'm around everybody. I'm a man of the people. I don't judge. I try to stay around as many people as I can that are at least positive, at least. Okay? Now, stay 30% of the people on your level who are moving in the same ways that you're moving, who are doing good things like you, who are sort of around your level, very plainly. That's it. Okay? Now, another 30% of the people, Those people you should be around are the people who you want to be in 10 years. Now, don't take my words exactly in exact terms. I don't mean you should be exactly those people, but you got to have at least 30% of the people who are way ahead of you, way ahead of you, way ahead of you financially, way ahead of you spiritually, way ahead of you in terms of learning things, in terms of understanding things, way ahead of you. You got to be around those people that make you feel dumb, that make you feel like you don't know shit. You got to be around people so smart that it doesn't matter how smart you think you are. You can't even touch them. You're not even on the level. You got to be around those people. You got to be around those people. You know, a lot of people don't want to be around those people because they're intimidated by them. They don't feel like they're as good as them. They feel like being around them makes them feel badly. No, don't think that way. Don't think that way. Yes, we are all equal. Yes, we are all human. I believe that. But you got to be around people who are way ahead of you, because those people will help pull you up. Now, they're not going to give you handouts, nor should they give you handouts. No, that's not what I'm talking about here. But what they will do is they will inspire you. For instance, I was just in the Caribbean, okay? And I was around one of my uncles. I'll give you a little history on him. I'm not going to mention his name or anything, but I'll give you a little history. One of my uncles, okay? He's one of my mentors. True mentor to me. He's about, I don't know, 70, coming on 70-ish. He grew up very poor, very poor. I'm not going to give you his whole life history, but I'm just going to give you an example of somebody that inspires me. He grew up very poor, you know, dirt poor. But, you know, by the time he was 20, 25 or so, he started getting advice from other people, other farmers in the area. And he started learning the trade of farming. And he was lucky enough to begin working on other people's farms. And he was working so hard, and he saved up all money. He had a lot of money. And he bought a couple acres of land. And then a couple years went by. He bought another couple acres of land. And then many things happened in his life where he lost everything. He was devastated. And then he started again, bought another couple acres of land. He was able to afford a car, pickup at the time. Several years went by. He was able to buy a house. You know, another decade went by. He bought more land, so on and so forth, up until the point where he became one of the largest landowners of a region. I'm not going to say where. I'm not going to get into the details, but this is a man who started from nothing, the streets, poor, a little kid on the streets, dirt poor. But through determination, and as he says it, through the help of the Almighty, through the help of the spirits, the universe, what I would call the universe, through faith and through hard work, he was able to build an empire. And I look up to this man because he faced so much opposition. He faced so many detractors, so many people trying to stop him, so many people trying to steal from him, so many people trying to stick him up, you know, so many people trying to shut down his business deals. But through all that, he persevered. He transcended, and he built an empire. And, you know, learning this story of my uncle, learning the details of what he's gone through, I'm inspired. And I classify him as one of the people of the latter 30% who I want to kind of emulate and be, so to speak, but in my own way, of course. And I look up to him, and I make sure to stay very humble around him. Stay humble in general, but make sure to definitely stay humble around those who you look up to. Because as my uncle says, you know, a silent tongue makes for a wise mind. You know, you don't want to just keep on talking, bragging, this and that and this and that. Look at me, I'm the boss, I created this. No, stay humble. Don't talk so much about you. I'm from New York. I'm around a place where people talk so much about what they have, so much about what they're creating. It's disgusting. And I'm guilty as charged. You know, I'm guilty as charged. But at least I'm recognizing I'm recognizing you got to stay so humble, 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 humble. Don't take all the credit for yourself. There's other forces at play. I believe that it's not just about you. It's not just about me. There's forces that work through us. Now, I know some people say, oh, Dave got all spiritual on us. He got all spiritual. Da, 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 da. I don't care. You think what you want. I believe that I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel. I believe that I'm only here on loan. This is on loan. This body that I have, these 5 fingers here, these 5 fingers here, this body, this biological suit, this is all on loan. I got to give it back to the earth. I got to give it back. So stay humble. The fact that I'm alive right now, that I'm breathing, that I have 10 toes and 10 fingers and a mind that could work on a very high capacity, I'm just thankful for all that. I look at that as a miracle. I look at that as a miracle. And I just got to give thanks. I got to give thanks to what I call the universe. That's what I call it. I call it the universe. I give thanks to the universe for all these things. I stay humble. Don't be so arrogant. Don't be so, I'm the man. I can do this. I do that. I try to tell people, doesn't matter how successful you are in life. If you are humble, if you're not humble, then you're just poisoning yourself. You're just building this ego up. You're building up a monster. And this monster, once it gets so big and so strong, it's hard to put back. It's hard to quiet it. It's hard to calm down this monster. I've seen it happen. I've been victim of this monster of the ego. This ego could be very dangerous if you let it be. You got to keep it in check. Just stay humble. Just mind your own business. Literally, mind your own business. Now, I'm not specifically talking about a business where you create, a company and the company has products and all that. I'm talking about your business. Whatever it is that you're meant to be doing in life, whatever it is you're meant to be creating in life, mind that. Operate that vehicle. And do it in peace and do it in humility. And do it for good. Don't just do it to brag. Don't just do it to say, look at me. Don't just do it to say, oh my gosh, look at all the money I made. Oh my gosh, look at the BMW that I have. Oh my gosh. That's not going to help you. You may think that, those things are going to help you. Don't get me wrong. I want my Porsche and I will have my Porsche. I love that car. I'm going to have it. Don't get me wrong. Go get nice, pretty things. There's nothing wrong with that. But be humble. Be humble. Okay. What else do I want to get across in this video? All right. Now that we're talking about business and things like that, I really believe that people need to take control of their own finances. You got to take control of your own finances. You got to take control of your own earning abilities. Now, does that mean that everybody should go start a business? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not for everybody. I've always had my own businesses ever since I was a little kid. It's for me. It's just my nature. That's in my blood. It's in my mind. I'll always just run businesses, start little things. I'm a hustler. That's all that's what I do. It's in my blood. It's not for everybody. Okay? But with that said, what should be for everybody is taking control of your own finances. Think about it. People don't really want to talk about money and things like that. They think that, oh my gosh, people have the wrong relationship with money. They think it's evil. They think it's bad. And I think the people who have it are evil and bad. No, all you're doing is hurting yourself. When you think that money is bad, when you think that those people who have money are evil, when you think that everybody's out to get you, all these companies are out to get you, and you have this sort of high level of cynicism, all that is doing is shutting you down. Shutting you down. It's not going to help you. Think about this. Okay, you got somebody who wants to make money, right? They want to make money. They want to be financially free, financially independent. which I think everybody should want to be financially independent. Why wouldn't you want to be financially independent? It only makes sense. But yet, this individual, I'm speaking in general terms, this individual is always shutting people down in terms of those who are successful, they must be bad. Those who have a company, they must be bad. Those who have money, they must be bad. No. The more that you think this, and this is the irony of the situation, this person wants to be financially successful, but yet they're constantly counteracting that desire by saying money is bad, by saying those who have money are evil, by saying everyone around me is corrupt. Don't you see? You're counteracting your own desire. You're defeating yourself. You're defeating yourself. You're saying you want money, you want to be financially free, but yet those who have money are all against me. Those who have money are trying to shut me down. Those who have money are corrupt. Those are two convergent thoughts. Divergent, I should say. Those are two divergent thoughts. They're not convergent, they're divergent. You can't be a cynic. You cannot be a cynic. Now be cautious and be wary of things, but you can't just think the negative. If you think the negative, then you're creating the negative. If you think the positive, you're creating positive. Let's talk about that for a second. The way that we think, mind state, positivity and negativity. I see that I got a couple of viewers. Thank you guys for watching. This is actually a live stream. I'm probably not going to encourage anybody to jump in on this because I'm kind of just ranting right now. So just keep on listening. Thank you so much for listening. Towards the end, if anybody wants to jump in, then I'll encourage you to jump in and talk if you want. But for now, just keep on watching. Okay, guys. So mind state. The mind is a powerful, powerful thing, powerful landscape. It's a powerful environment. I believe the mind is an environment. This environment transcends the biological body. This environment is not just tied down to the brain. Let us not confuse the brain, which is an organ, with the mind. I don't consider them the same thing, yet they are connected. Yet they are working in unison to a large degree. But I do believe that the mind escapes this brain organ that's in my head. Now, whatever's going on in your heart will be projected through your mind, through your spirit. So if you got evilness in your heart, if you got hatred in your heart, if you got racism in your heart, if you have classism in your heart, if you have negativity in your heart, it doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how nice you may appear to be, it doesn't matter how much money you donate to people, it'll all be done in vain. It'll all be done in a way that really and truly will not benefit you. I don't care how much money you donate. I don't care how nice you appear. I don't care how much you smile and, you know, pretend to be a good person. Your spirit says it all. Your heart says it all. And you know deep down inside what you're really feeling. You know deep down inside what you're really creating inside of yourself. So what I'm saying is you got to develop positivity. You got to develop peace of mind. You got to develop righteousness. Okay? You can't operate on a level of negativity and faking everything else as being positive. It's not going to work. You're only hurting yourself. You're only holding yourself back. Okay? Now, you may say, well, Dave, well, how do I develop positivity? How do I develop all these great things you're talking about? I don't know. I can't tell you how. I really don't know. I would say do everything you can on an internal and external level to detoxify. Detoxify those negative people who are in your life. Detoxify them. Get them out. Get them out. You got to be brutal. You got to be brutal. Those people who are holding you back, you got to just cut them out. Those people who are influencing you to do bad, to do negativity, to things that you know deep down inside are not the righteous path, then you got to just cut them out of your life. I know a lot of us are scared to cut people out, but you got to cut people out. You got to preserve the gold. You got to preserve yourself. Okay? Don't be scared to cut people out of your life. A lot of people have faulted me, faulted me for cutting people out. But I've had to preserve who I am. I had to preserve my own path. I had to preserve my own peace of mind. I had to preserve my own purity that I'm trying to maintain. And if anybody comes to contaminate the purity that I'm trying to maintain, I got to cut them out. I don't want negative forces influencing me constantly. I don't want to see all this negative shit on Facebook, okay? When I start to see people on Facebook just constantly posting negative things, I just take them out of my Facebook friendship. I have no problem doing that. I got no problem doing that. Just as easy as someone taking me out of their Facebook. If you don't like my messages that I project on Facebook and YouTube, I really hope that you remove me. That only makes sense. That's common sense. Remove what is holding you down. If what I'm saying is hurting you and holding you down, then please remove me. And in like manner, if I see people constantly projecting negativity, constantly creating this black cloud around me with all their negativity, okay, now, yes, mind you, that person may need help and they're trying to seek help and they're just trying to express themselves. I know. But if they're doing it just to express negativity and hold me down, I cut them out. Cut them out, cut them out, cut them out. I have no problem doing that. It's just like this. Boom. You're out of there. No problem. Because I know that I have to preserve myself. I know that I have to continue on my path. And in order to do that, I have to remove as many obstacles as I can. Those people who are negative will be removed. They are an obstacle to me pursuing my path. Fear, 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 fear. We're suffering from a disease called fear, and it's only getting greater. It's only growing stronger. This disease called fear, we gotta deal with it, guys. We have to address this. We have to address fear. Okay? I was just reading an article from like 1983, one of my uncle's old karate magazines. This is another uncle I'm talking about now. He's a black belt in karate. He's been doing all sorts of karate, martial arts for years now. I was reading in one of the magazines about people who fight, people who end up fighting each other. Now, you may think that the fight, the physical fight, begins when someone throws a blow, when someone strikes somebody. No, you'd be wrong. That's not when a fight begins. The fight begins long before the physical blow. The physical blow is the end of the fight. A fight begins in the beginning when somebody recognizes somebody else. Recognition begins. Every fight begins with recognition. When somebody looks at somebody and they exchange some sort of feeling, this person is in my territory, this person is looking at my girl, this person said something bad to me, this person, that person, this person. That's when the fight begins. The fight begins in recognition, when you recognize another force, okay? And when you let fear infect the environment, that's when a fight really begins. When fear has said, okay, well, wow, I got to protect myself. I got to protect my ego. This person's looking at me in the wrong way. My gosh, I gotta go hit this person. They're looking at me in the wrong way. I got to go hit them. You know why you think that you have to go hit them? Because you're scared. There's no other reason. You think that you have to go hit that person because you're looking at them or they're looking at you in the wrong way because you're scared. You're not confident. You're scared. That's how fights begin. Cowards fight when they don't have to. Only a coward fights when they don't have to. That's what a coward does. It doesn't make you brave to go punch somebody in the face. That makes you a coward. Unless you're protecting yourself. That's another story. Defense is okay. But when someone looks at you the wrong way, and you start to get offended and say, oh my gosh, this person's looking at me the wrong way. Why is he looking at me in the wrong way? I got to go punch this person in the face. I got to go hurt this person. That's fear. You're scared. Let's face it, you're scared. A confident person doesn't do that. A peaceful person who's confident in their abilities, who's confident in their life, who's confident in peace and love and connectivity does not do that. Only a scared person does that. Only a scared person goes and hurts somebody for no reason. Only a scared person goes and belittles somebody with verbal assaults. Only a scared person goes and starts to, curse somebody out, use all these derogatory terms. Only a scared person's a racist. If you're a racist, you're scared. You're scared if you're a racist. If you look at somebody and only because the color of their skin is different than yours, and you don't like that person, then you're scared. You're a coward. You are fucking scared. Mind my language. You're scared, okay? You're not brave. It doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you, okay, yeah, well, my mom was racist and my dad was racist, so I got to be racist. No, you're scared, and you need help, okay? You got to do some reflecting. You got to really come to terms, because even the racist knows deep down inside what's right. Even the racist knows deep down inside that they should never, ever treat somebody differently based upon the pigmentation of their skin. No, only cowards do that. Only somebody who's scared does that. Somebody who has confidence does not do that. Somebody who has belief in humanity never looks at somebody differently because of the color of their skin. That's a disease. That's fear. Okay? So, what else? I'm just unloading, guys. I'm just totally unloading right now. Mind Petals, Dave Mate. I should be drinking some mate right now. I usually am, but like I said, I just got off the plane. So now I'm just relaxing. I'm back in New York. I was just away for a whole week. I was off the internet. No Facebook, no YouTube, no Twitter, no Instagram, none of that. Wow. That makes for the next discussion. We're going to talk about social media. Let's talk about social media. I'm actually sipping on some Chardonnay right now. I can't believe I have viewers. This is crazy. People actually still watch Mind Petals. Thank you guys for watching my channel still. I'm actually shocked. I didn't know I was going to have any viewers. All right. Social media. I don't know if you guys remember, any of you guys who remember the video I made when I was in Argentina? And in 2011, I made a video about the dangers of Facebook. I made a video about the dangers of social media. Now, I want to give a little new perspective on social media, what I think about what's going on in technology. As many of you know, I am a technologist. Ever since I was 12, I fell in love with the internet. I fell in love with computers. I fell in love with programming. I taught myself all sorts of programming, design, websites, social media, you name it. I've done a lot of things. Whatever, okay? So naturally, I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I am on YouTube. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. I do all these things internet. And many people still ask me, Dave, what are your thoughts on social media? I got to be honest with you guys. I still do believe that social media is extremely dangerous. As much as I use it, mosquitoes. As much as I use social media, the truth is I truly believe that it's very dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. Now, why is it dangerous? Because social media has a way of chopping up the mind. It totally chops up the mind, chops it up into little pieces. Whenever you have constant attention, whenever you give constant attention to so much data, so many thought patterns, so many bits of news, so many memes, so many videos of people killing people, or so many videos of this little dog, rubbing up against the cat, or this little video of that and this and that and this, or this person complaining about losing their boyfriend, or this person complaining about how much they hate the cops, or this person complaining about this and that and that. When you have so much of that every single day, hours of every single day, think about it. Let's think logically right now. Let's just be logical about this. When you have all of this data, and most people don't think about this, but you have all of this data coming into your head from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and God knows what else is out there. Thousands of other social media outlets. When you have constantly this stream of information coming into your head, you know what's happening? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever really just stop to think about how is this information affecting my mind? How are all these stories on Instagram and all these updates from people affecting my mind? How are all these videos on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook affecting my mind? Did you ever think about that? Did you ever give that serious thought? I have. And my understanding is that we got to control the information that goes into our head, because if we don't, then we're giving all our power away to social media. These companies are not stupid. Do you know that Facebook has psychologists working for them? Do you know that Facebook runs studies on people, on you, on how many likes you like people? Do you know that Facebook is a mathematical algorithm? The entire Facebook is one algorithm? We got to understand what's really going on, guys. We have to understand what social media really is, okay? It's data. All it is data transactions. Transactions taking place. Every time you like something, that's a transaction that's being registered in a database, which is being cross-referenced with another database to produce another result of data. Now that may sound kind of technical, but basically what I'm saying is, on a spiritual level and on a psychological level, we have to be careful. We have to be careful of all the information that we put into our mind. We have to be careful of all the splitting up of our mind on this person, that person, this person. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Because if you don't mind your own business, and if you don't pursue your own goals in life, you're just going to be a victim to all the stream of data that's coming at you. You got to protect your mind. Protect your mind. That's your most valuable asset. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Why are you giving it away to everybody else's problems? Why are you giving it away to Facebook's bullshit? Everybody's talking about garbage. Everybody's talking about the most superficial bullshit. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's talking about the cops and this and that. Everybody's talking about racism, this and that. Yes, these things are real issues. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to belittle these issues. But what I'm saying is here, the point I'm trying to get across is you got to take command of your life. Got to take command of your mind. You can't just give it to everybody. You can't just spend your entire days on Facebook just like, oh my God, yeah, oh my God, this person is just got a new car. Oh my God, this person got a new car. Oh my God, how did this person afford a BMW? How did this person afford a BMW? Oh my gosh, this person's at that bar. Oh my God, this person like got a new girlfriend and they just went to California. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Do you see what I'm saying? Why do you care so much about what other people are doing? Why do you care so much about what other people are driving? Why do you care so much about what other people's vacations they're going on? Why? It's not helping you. It's not helping you pursue your own dreams. It's not helping you pursue your own goals. It's not helping you to improve yourself. Go read a book. Go do some mathematical problems on a piece of paper. Go study with your mentor. Go outside and drink some tea. Don't spend your entire waking hours, every moment you get away from work, every second you get away, don't spend that all on the internet. Or if you are on the internet all those times, at least do something productive. At least learn something. Now, I'm not telling you how to live. Live however you want to live. I'm just expressing my own opinions here. You got to understand the dangers of Facebook. Facebook is a very dangerous thing. It's also a very positive and beneficial and great thing. I love Facebook. I love Twitter. I love Instagram. I love Yahoo. I love Google. I love all these things. These things are great if you know how to use them. But if you let them control you and you start to be addicted, because it's an addiction, Facebook. When you're addicted to everybody else's lifestyle, when you are addicted to other people's relationships and learning about their relationships, oh, that person's dating this person, that girl's dating that guy's dating this girl. You're just giving away your power. You're wasting time. I don't know how else to put it. You're just wasting time. You're wasting power. You're wasting your own gifts. You know, don't forget how powerful you are. You are extremely powerful. I think people they don't know how powerful they are. They don't believe in themselves. You gotta believe in yourself. You could be the next creator of Facebook. You know, you could be the next person to write a great book. You could be the next person to produce a new product, produce a new tea, to produce a new clothing line. Don't give up all your power to just learning about other people, to just worrying about what other people have. This person has this new dress. This person has this new watch. This person has this new Breitling $6,000 watch. This person has this new Rolex. This person has these new diamond rings. Don't you see? Don't you see? That's all a trap. When your mind is focused on what other people have, that's all a trap. You've trapped yourself. You've trapped yourself in a cage it's very hard to get out of, especially in this day and age. Materialism, capitalism, these things, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm a business owner. I run businesses, so I am a capitalist. But what I'm saying is I remain aware of the dangers of these things as well. I'm constantly remaining aware of the dangers, of the pitfalls, of falling into conspicuous consumption, of falling into trying to inflate my ego by buying certain things, by making certain pictures on Instagram, by showing off in certain ways. You got to be aware of what you're doing. Okay? Salud. What else should I talk about? I have no idea. Let me think about what I should talk about next. What else is on my mind? Okay. 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 So you guys have heard me talk about this. For those of you who know me already, those of you who are just watching on now, who are new, discipline. You got to have discipline. You got to discipline yourself. You got to have discipline. You got to have some sort of code to live by. I'll give you an example of myself. Every day I have a code. My code is I got to learn something new every single day. I have to learn something new every single day. That's my code that I live by. I don't care if it's a language. I don't care if it's mathematics. I don't care if it's physics. I don't care if it's agriculture. I don't care if it's, painting. I don't care if it's history. I don't care what it is. I need to learn something new every single day. That's one of my codes. I have to learn something every single day. Otherwise, I don't feel complete. I don't feel good. Got to learn. Got to teach myself something. That's one of my codes. You got to have a code. You got to have something that you live by, something that gives your life structure, something that enriches you in some way, some shape, some form. And you got to really stick with it. You got to live by it. It's got to be inherent within you. Most people don't have a code. They just live life kind of like, you know, meandering. Ah, yeah. Tomorrow, whatever happens, tomorrow, whatever happens, yeah. This happens a lot when people start to study Eastern philosophy. This happened to me. So somebody gets a book on Buddhism. Somebody gets a book on Zen. Somebody gets a book on some sort of Eastern philosophy guru, and they start to read it. And they kind of say, okay, well, whoa, nothing really matters. Nothing really matters in life. Anything that happens, anything that goes doesn't really matter because everything that's happening is meant to be. No, you're misunderstanding Eastern philosophy when you start to think this way. When you start to fall into fatalism and determinism, and you start to think that things are going to be the way that they're going to be no matter what, so it doesn't matter what I do, things are going to happen. No, you're giving away your power again. You're giving away everything that you can achieve is being thrown out the window when you think that way. You have to have some sort of deliberation. You have to have some sort of planning. You have to have a plan. You have to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, then you will not get there. Now, yes, let's take into account some people don't know where they're going. They're young, they're confused, and they're lost. That's normal. Being confused and being lost is normal. Fine. Nobody's going to fault you for that. But you still have to have a plan. I don't care if you're lost. I don't care if you're confused. You still need a plan. Now, that plan may change based upon your understanding of things. As you progress in life, you'll begin to understand certain things that will reshape your plans and reshape your vision. But right now, right now, if you don't have a plan, then you're wasting time. Again, I keep on coming back to this concept of time. This is a very interesting concept of time. What is time? What does this mean, time? Are we talking about chronological units, time? Are we talking about phases? Are we talking about situations? What is time? What does this thing time mean? Now, I'm not going to pretend to say I really know. I don't really know. But I do feel in my heart that yes, time is at once infinite and finite. Infinite and finite. Now, time is always ticking. We have a certain amount of time on Earth. On Earth, right now, you have a certain amount of time. Now, I'm not going to speak for what happens after you die. I don't know. I believe that you go on. I believe that I go on. That's what I believe. I will go on, and I will go on, and I will go on, and I will go on. So one could argue and say, well, time is infinite. It's infinite. If you go on based upon that reasoning, if you believe that you are limitless, that you go on, then time, logically speaking, is infinite based upon that assumption. But, which is almost a contradictory assumption, I also believe that time is limited. And that you must make the most of the time that you have now on Earth. You must make the most of your time that you have here on Earth. Time can be wasted. So think about this. Think about this. Okay? Time is always going to move, whether you do anything or don't do anything. So you can sit down on your couch for the next 40 years, okay? This is a fact. You can sit down on your couch. Well, for the most part, this is a fact. You could just basically do nothing for the rest of your life. Yes, you could just go work and just go get your paycheck and just kind of just be a robot. Go work, get your paycheck, get the food that you need to survive, go home, hang out with your friends. 10 years goes by, 20 years goes by, 30 years goes by, 40 years goes by, 60 years goes by, everything goes by. Time is going to go by. So the way that I see it is this. If time is going to go by, no matter what you do, if time is going to go by, no matter what you do, then you might as well make the most of the time that you have. You might as well take risks. Take risks. You might as well create. You may as well fulfill your mission here on Earth. Fulfill your mission. Because time's going to go by anyway. So you may as well make the most of the time that you have if it's going to go by anyway. Because it's going to go by anyway. You see? If time is going to surpass and keep on going anyway, you may as well make the most of it. Because if you don't make the most of it, then basically you're going to be wasting it. Because it's going to continue, it's going to continue, it's going to continue. Now let's assume that time is infinite, okay? Time goes on forever. Let's assume that you are infinite, and then when you die, you go on. And you go on, and something else happens, and maybe you take on another form. Maybe you're human again. Maybe you're a bird. Maybe you are stuck in a dream. Maybe you're a ghost after you die. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Let's assume that time is infinite. So if time is infinite and it goes on forever, wouldn't you think that it makes sense for you to make something of yourself now, as soon as possible, so you can continue this time in a better position, so you can continue this time in a better state of being? So if you assume that time is infinite, then you can infinitely waste time. So if time is infinite, then you can infinitely waste time. Why would you infinitely waste time when you have the opportunity to create something positive, to create something beautiful, to enrich your life and to enrich the lives of other people? Why would you in your right mind not seek to create that? Why would anybody in their right mind not seek to take advantage of time? Take advantage of time. So many people are just wasting time. Don't waste time. Why waste time? Time is a gift. Take advantage of this gift that you have. Keep on improving yourself. Keep on evolving. Those who evolve will create the most amazing things in life. Sometimes you look at people and say, how did that person do this? How did this person create so much? How did this person build so many beautiful things? How did this person come up with all these ideas? I'll tell you how they did it. Very simple. The way that those people did it was because they took advantage of the time that they had. They said, okay, I'm not just going to sit down in a passive position. I'm not just going to sit back and let everything pass me by. I am not a bystander of this life. I'm going to grab life by the reins and I'm going to create. I'm not going to be scared. And if I am scared, I'm still going to keep on going. I am going to have faith, just like we were talking about, and fear we were talking about. I am going to have faith in myself and my abilities. I am going to do positive things. I am going to say congratulations and support other people who are doing positive things. And I am going to build communities of people who are like-minded. And I am going to align myself with those people. And I'm going to create synergistic environments. And I'm going to do positive things. And I'm going to take big risks in life, because there's no rewards without risks. Okay? You got to take risks. And I'm going to take advantage of the time. So guys, thank you for allowing me to share myself with you. It's been many months since I've done a video on Mind Petals. I hope to do more on Mind Petals. This has been an honor for me to share myself with you. My name is Dave Mate. You can check out my tea that I drink all the time at circleofdrink.com if you are interested in that. And please subscribe to my videos at Mind Petals over here at youtube.com/Mind Petals. It's been an honor. Thank you so much. I will be back on Mind Petals. Many blessings to you all. Namaste. Peace.